So today we're going to do a beginning inversion practice. So I'm going to invite you to stand towards the front of your mat and feel your feet on the ground. You might have your arms at your side. You might also take one hand onto your chest and one hand onto your belly and connect with your breath. And if you know how to use Ujjayi, where we close the back of the throat, that's the breath where we kind of fogged up our hand by closing the back of the throat with the mouth closed. You might engage that because that will help engage your core. And you're just going to feel your feet on the ground, connect with your breath, and take a moment. How do you feel right now? Like, what's happening in your body? Where's your mind at? Are you here with me? Are you off someplace else? And then when you feel that connection to your body, you might roll through your shoulders a little bit. Think about how you want to feel when we're done with practice today. So traditionally, inversions bring up your energy. They tend to be more energizing, not all of them, but many of them, the ones that we're going to look at today. So think about how you want to feel, and then when you're ready to move, you're going to inhale, arms up, and exhale down. And if you want to come up onto your toes, go ahead and do that. Just doing that for a few times with your breath. Inhale up, exhale down. Noticing your balance, noticing your breath. 2 more times. After your next exhale, again, feeling your feet on the ground, we're going to inhale, arms up, exhale slowly into your forward bend, and inhale back up. And you're just going to do that with your breath. If your lower back is feeling tender, you might slide your hands up and down your legs with your breath. But just moving it away, starting to stretch out your back body, feeling your feet on the ground as you come forward. And the next time you inhale up, just exhaling your arms down to the sides. So doing your best to move with your breath, we're going to go through a few salutations. So inhaling, arms up, exhaling into your forward bend. Inhaling, sliding halfway up. Exhaling in towards your legs. We're going to take the hands down to the ground and you're going to gently hop back into a plank, or you can step back. And then inhale, you're going to open up your chest into an up dog so the thighs stay off the ground. Exhale back into your down dog. On the inhale, we'll step forward with your left foot. And then inhale, rising up. Whenever you're ready to exhale, hands come down. We're going to step back into a plank. Breathe for a moment. On your next exhale, come back into your down dog, and then we're going to step forward with your right foot. And again, find your balance. Inhale, hands onto the thigh or up towards the sky. When your exhale comes, we're going to take the hands down, step forward. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to the heart center. We'll go through a few more, switching them up each time. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale into your forward bend. Inhale, slide halfway up. Exhale in towards your legs, stepping back with your right foot. Finding your balance, hands to the thigh or sky. Exhale, hands come down. Step back into your plank. This time we're going to lower down. You could take your knees down first. Lower down to the ground, elbows towards your body. Inhale, rise up into a mini cobra. Long, smooth breaths. Exhale down towards the ground, press back into child's pose. When you inhale, come forward, down to the ground. This time we're gonna have our hands, I'm gonna come up, but you're gonna have your hands next to your chest. And you're going to start to come up towards the sky with your body. And you might come up a little bit higher, breathing. But you're only coming to a place that your lower back feels really good. Looking to the right, inhale, center, look to the left. Inhale, center. On the exhale, we'll come into our down dog. Stepping forward on the inhale with your right foot. And again, hands to the thigh or up towards the sky. On the exhale, hands come down, step forward into your forward bend. Inhale up. And exhale, hands to the heart center. So hopefully now you're starting to feel a little bit warm, feeling your energy flowing, noticing your body stretching. We're going to go through one more salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale into your forward bend. Inhale, slide halfway up. Exhale in towards your legs. And let's step back with the right foot. Now here, you're going to pivot that back foot towards the ground. So now both feet are flat on the ground. You're going to take your left hand inside the left foot and walk it around so that it's sitting by the pinky toe side of your foot. Breathe and focus, feel your feet on the ground, and then you're going to reach up towards the sky with your right hand. Now, if it feels comfortable, you're going to bend your elbow, take that hand to your back body with your palm pointing up, and then reach your left hand from the ground and connect your hands together. And then maybe opening up your chest a little bit. Bound warrior. Carefully releasing your hands, unwinding back towards the floor, pivoting up onto your back feet. We're going to step back into a plank. And then on your exhale, slide back into your down dog, pedal through your feet. We're going to step forward with the right foot. And again, find your place on the ground. Pivot your back foot down. Right hand comes to the inside of your foot and then wraps around so it's flat on the floor on the pinky toe side of your foot. Find your balance. Reach up towards the sky with your left hand. And again, possibly bending your elbow and then reaching your right hand to join your left hand and then opening up your chest. Breathe and focus. Gently release. Unwind, pivot back up onto your toes. Whenever you exhale, step forward. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to the heart center. And just know that it doesn't matter yet if your hands can connect together when we're doing bound poses, and you never want to force them. You can put a sock or strap in between your hands. And we will go over them again, so don't worry if you didn't get it all the first time. All right, now, feet about hip width apart. You're gonna slide back with your right foot. Okay, so now, we're kind of in a warrior one stance, but we're up on the back toes. And your hands can be on your hips, on your pelvis, out to the side, or up overhead. You're gonna inhale, lift yourself up, flex that back foot, and then let your leg guide your body as you come towards the floor. And then bending that front knee, you'll step back into that same pose. Maybe reach your arms up, breathe. Focus, take your hands into whatever position works for you. On the inhale, lift up. Ooh. Find your balance. Let your body come down as the leg goes up. And then when you're ready, step back. And again, maybe reach your arms up if they're not there already. Take your hands into whatever position works. Breathe and focus. Press with your back foot, lift up. Find your balance, and again, come into some level. Whew, my balance is not working today. And this time, take that foot down, stand up, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Again, feeling your feet on the ground. We're gonna step back with the other foot now into a nice big stance. You're up on your back toes. Find that place that works for your arms, that helps you to find your balance. And when you're ready, inhale, press up. Let that leg guide your body down. Breathe and focus. Your head follows your body. We're going to bend that front knee and step back. Reach your arms up towards the sky. When you're ready, take the position of the arms that feels good. Inhale, lift up. Find your balance. And we're trying here to have the leg and the body parallel with the floor, although each of us might be a little bit different. Bend your front knee, step back. Last time. Reach those arms up. Then take the position that works for your body. Inhale, lift up, flex that back foot. Woo! Find your balance. Come forward, and when you're done this time is when you're gonna bring that foot right next to your standing leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit down like you're sitting into a chair. Okay, you can have your hands on your thigh, in line with your shoulders or up towards the ceiling. Long, smooth breaths. Really connect with your lower back and your lower abdominals. And next, inhale, you're gonna reach up and exhale all the way down into a forward bend. Here, you're gonna take your feet wide, and your hands may or may not be on the floor. You might have a block here. Now here, the elbows are gonna stay straight, and you're gonna inhale with your legs straight too. Exhale, bend the knees. So you're just bending your ankles and your knees. And your hips. Inhale up, exhale down. Okay, so now comes our first our first arm balance, upside down pose. So here, and I'm gonna talk you through it, and you're gonna move into it slowly, okay? You could have a block, a bolster, a sofa cushion, blanket under your head, if that feels safer. A couple of things to know in this pose. You don't push with your feet ever. It's all about shifting your hips, right? And finding a balance with your hips over your shoulders. So you're gonna bring your hands onto the floor, index fingers pointing forward. The fingers are spread apart, but not as wide as they can be. Now, you're gonna lift your butt up, take your feet a little bit wider than your hands. Your hands are as wide as your shoulders. You're gonna bend the elbows slightly, and then you're gonna bring your shins to your triceps. Okay, now you're just gonna explore how that feels right there. And then for some of you, you might start to shift your weight forward, lift one foot or both feet off the ground. Okay, so you're gonna explore for a few moments, and you can probably tell if you push with your feet, you're gonna do a face plant onto the floor. So it's really about figuring out how to shift your hips so that your feet can come off of the ground. And I don't know if you can tell on video, but my head is probably almost a foot off of the ground, okay? And I know sometimes people will say, oh, my arms aren't strong enough. This is actually considered more of a core pose. So we're gonna try it one more time. Hands shoulder distance apart, index fingers pointing forward. Lift your butt up, take your hands a little bit, your feet a little bit wider than your hands. Bend your elbows, shins. Come up onto your triceps. Breathe and focus, and possibly one or both feet come off of the ground. Okay, then you're gonna come on down. Take your hands onto your thighs, onto your legs. Inhale halfway up and exhale into your forward bend. And just do that a couple of times. And then we're gonna inhale all the way up. So, wishing that I could see all your faces and how your bodies are doing here. The next move is we are going to, and you may want to watch first, and you might need to find a different space in your room, but we're going to work against a wall, okay? And so we start with our probably about 1 meter away from the wall, feet about hip width apart. You're going to inhale up, slide down, take your hands to the ground. And now my hands are probably going to be about 1 foot away from the wall. Then you're going to bring 1 foot to center, and you're just going to explore lifting that other leg up. So 1 foot stays down, the other one comes up. After doing that a few times, you're going to switch feet. Take the other foot to center, and again, explore lifting that one leg up. And then inhale, come on up. So now in this next part, you're gonna have both hands on the floor, about shoulder distance apart. Again, your index fingers are gonna point forward. Fingers are spread, but not too far spread. And you're gonna explore just, and I'm left-handed, so I like to start with my right foot in the center and my left leg lifted. Now I'm gonna lift my left leg. And if you're right-handed, you might do the other side. And I'm gonna push with my right toes, okay? And just start to explore lifting your legs up. And you might come to a place where your feet come to the wall. And then after a few times on one side, you're gonna try the other side. And if you don't have the space, you might wait and try, when you're outside. But it is nice to start off with a wall so that your feet might connect to the wall and you don't have to worry about flipping over. Now, once you're done with that, we're going to come back to the center, and I'm going to give you a few moments to try that out. And know that you can ask me questions later since you can't ask me questions now. And then we're going to come back eventually to the center place where we're kneeling on our mats. And you could sit on your heels, or you can rise up towards the sky. And we're going to go through a modified salutation. So inhale, arms come up. Exhale, down to child's pose. Inhale up to tabletop. Exhale down to child's pose. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart center. And you can sit back or stay in a kneeling position. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Now you could exhale, down dog, or you can go into child's pose. Inhale, plank or up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, reach for the sky. And exhale, hands come down. 1 more time, make it your own. Work in a way that works for you. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Inhale, up dog, plank, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose or down dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, reach for the sky. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Now from here, we're going to make our way onto our back body. And so you're gonna be on your back body with your knees bent, feet about hip width apart, arms at your sides. And I would say heels maybe 4 to 6 inches from your buttocks, whatever feels comfortable for you. Inhale, you're gonna lift up your hips, arms come up overhead, chest towards the chin. Exhale down towards the ground. With your breath, inhaling up, exhaling down. A few more times. Inhale, hips up, chest up, arms up. Exhale, arms down, hips down. One more time. Now, once you get down onto the ground, we're going to take the right knee in towards the chest. And you're going to reach for your right ankle with your left hand. Bring that lower leg across the body. Then you're going to take your left leg, flex the foot, and let it hover over the ground. So you're pulling this lower leg towards your body, and at the same time, you're pressing away with the bottom of the left foot, and you're letting that heel hover over the ground. Still breathing. Now we're going to take the thigh, bring it right in. So your left thigh is going to be on your right ankle. And then you might wrap your hands. So one hand goes in that opening of your right leg, that little triangle. Left hand comes around the thigh, and you're going to pull your legs towards your body. Some of you may even straighten out your left leg. Some of you might even want to put your hands on that leg and bring that leg towards your body. But you're going to move in a way, again, that works for you. Very carefully releasing your hands, bending your knee if it's straight, taking that foot down, uncrossing. Pause for a moment, and then we're going to bring the left knee in. Right hand comes towards the left ankle. You flex the left foot, bring that lower leg towards your body. And again, when you're ready, you're going to stretch out the right leg, flex that foot, press away with the right foot as you pull that left lower leg in towards your body. Keep breathing. And then if you feel ready, you're going to bend the right knee, take that left ankle onto the right thigh. Sometimes I like to sit here just like this, pressing the thigh and ankle towards each other. Otherwise, you might wrap your hands around the right thigh. Again, pull your legs towards your body. Some of you may straighten that right leg. And again, reach your hands towards the leg or keep the leg bent. Keep breathing. And again, whenever you start to feel done, releasing your hands, taking that right foot onto the floor, uncrossing your legs. And then just for a moment, I want you to tilt through your pelvis. So your body's going to be heavy on the floor, feet are grounded, and you're just going to tilt your pelvis up and down, keeping the pelvis connected to the floor. Long, smooth breaths. Noticing how your body is feeling. And then you're going to roll onto your belly. I'm going to come up here. And so now we're on our belly. You're going to just move your pelvis side to side to relax it a little bit. Hands are going to be in line with your chest. And this is a nice back strengthener and a little bit of a stretch as well. So the inhale, you're going to lift the hands in the upper body, and exhale, come down towards the floor. And just do that a few times. Inhale, upper body up, exhale down. Now this next breath, you're either going to bend your knees and flex your feet, or you're going to keep your legs straight and lift your feet up. Okay? And you're going to bring the upper body at the same time. So inhale up, exhale down, moving the legs and the upper body. So you're either bending at the knees or you're working with your legs straight. And last one. And when you come down this time, whenever you're ready, on your next exhale, you'll press back into child's pose. And you might have your arms wrapped around your legs, or you might have them extended out in front of you. You're just going to pause for a moment and notice how your body's feeling. How's your breath moving? How does your body feel? And this is the part where I want you to ask yourself, is there anything else that your body needs right now before we move into a short Shavasana, and we'll do a short breathing and focus practice when we're done. So if your body needs anything else, now is the time to do it. If you are in a place and you're ready, you're going to make your way into Shavasana. And remember that Shavasana is one of the most important poses, if not the most important pose, so that you can allow your mind, body, spirit to integrate, to synthesize any of the changes or shifts that happen while you're in the practice. So getting yourself comfortable, long, smooth breaths, allowing yourself or inviting yourself to be completely supported by the earth underneath you. And as you're settling in, just inviting yourself, letting any tension in the mind or body seeping out to be transmuted by the earth. Om Asatoma Satgamaya. Om Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Om Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om. So as you start to bring your awareness back to the room, to your body, to your breath, notice how you're feeling. And as you gently reawaken, allow your body to move in a way that feels really good for you. Eventually coming up to a seated position. And then as you find yourself in a comfortable seated position, we're going to work with a breath. And since we mentioned it earlier, Nadi Shadanam, or alternate nostril breathing. And so traditionally we use the right hand and you bring down the index finger and the middle finger. Okay. And it's called Murgu Mudra, which means deer. And we use the thumb to close the right nostril and the ring finger to close the left nostril. But you don't squeeze your nose, right? Because you just barely need to touch the nostril to interfere with airflow. So we'll start by, and you don't have to use this hand movement. You can use whatever way works for you to close your nostrils. And if it doesn't feel good to touch your nose, you can imagine, like we've done before, your breath moving in and out of the nostrils. We're going to start with the right nostril closed. Breathe in through the left. Pause once your breath is full. Close the left nostril. Breathe out right. And again, make sure you breathe fully. Pause. Inhale right. Close the right. Pause. Exhale left. That's one round. We're going to do 2 more rounds. Inhale left. Pause. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Last time. Inhale left. Exhale right. Pause. Inhale right. Pause. Exhale left. And when you're done, you're going to release your hand. You might have your eyes closed or you're looking at a non-moving spot on the floor in front of you. And I want you to, the focus for just a moment to be self-care, right? And when I say those words self-care, you know, what does that mean to you? How does that feel in your body? Maybe you have a picture, maybe you have some words, an idea, activity. And I want you to remember that those words, if you want to consider it 2 words, and what it brings up for you. Because I'd like that to be something that you focus on before the next time that we see each other again. And then taking a second to just thank yourself for showing up today. I am really grateful that all of you are here, and namaste.